Okay, cool. Okay, so I do want to make this not too long today so everyone can get to their afternoons with their families and kids. But if you guys feel like you can put in the chat or unmute yourself if you've gone through this the last couple, people are still getting on, sorry. I'm kind of distracted right now. If you've gone through this the last like couple months, even like the last year, or as long as you've been in doTERRA, if you're a little bit newer, please let me know right now because I want us to go over it and I want us to do this all together. One thing that we've noticed though is we do a lot on social media and you enroll your customers in an exciting, or you enroll your sister or your mom or your friend or whatever. And then it kind of feels like, okay, what next? Okay, yes, I want to invite her to the welcome call. Okay, yeah, she should be on the Show Me Your Oils. Yeah, I think I did send her the email of our downloadable guides. But I really just feel for all of you because you all are in huge pivotal moments of your business where you're creating social media content, you are making reels, making stories, asking someone to do a live with you, getting on Team Huddle, trying to enroll people, trying to think of content. And it is so overwhelming. And you're trying to do all of that while supporting customers and then supporting the builders that you're leading right now. And it can feel like a lot. So I wanted to help you guys out with something. So I made a graphic guide thing for us, like a 10-step process of what you can be doing and what you should be doing with your customers immediately after they enroll. Obviously, there's lots of work that goes into enrolling somebody, but you all are so good at that already. Don't take yourself out of the running as a good enroller because you all are. So I want to go over this with you guys on how to support your enrollments and what you can do step-by-step process right after. Also, I am not like, I don't have to be right all of the time. So if you have something different that you would like to add or anything to this, I'm happy to put whatever you want in this guide, or you can share with us something that you've tried different that works really well for you. So just keep that in mind. This doesn't have to be the only thing that you do. Okay. All right, so you guys can't really see that when it's big. Okay, we'll just keep it right here so you guys can like see each step. So this is the she enrolled, now what process. I hate the word guide because we have so many guides, but call it what you want. And I'm just going to go over this 10-step process with you right now so that you have it fresh in your mind. This will be on our Dropbox. This will be in our Boxer. You can look back at this and refer back to this with every single enrollment and really notice what you're really good at and maybe some steps that you can improve on to help support your enrollment to possibly get them on LRP or to help them feel more supported and more loved. I am going to preface this by saying our goal is LRP, you guys, but don't feel like a failure if your people haven't gotten on LRP yet. It's okay. Not every single person is going to be on LRP, but this is a great way to start getting them on LRP if we're not already. So number one, they have already enrolled. You got the enrollment email. We're not going to go over enrollments or how to get people to enroll. We already know how to do that, or we can train a different time on that. So they've already enrolled. You got the enrollment email. They're set. Now is the time to, oh, sorry, someone's not unmuted. Now's the time to start asking them questions and adding them to everything that you have access to. You probably have already had conversations with them, but if you haven't had conversations with them yet, if they're a random person from Instagram or your sister-in-law just enrolled and she's just new here, ask them questions about what made them want to dive into oils. Maybe you already know that answer, so disregard that if you already know that answer. And add them to everything. The second you get that enrollment email, you should be voice memoing them or texting them or whatever form of communication, even if it's a random person from Instagram you don't know, and say, I'm so excited you're joining the Foster Avenue community or our community or whatever it is. Check your email for your downloadable guides. There's so many guides in there. There's dilution charts for you and your kids. There's ways to mix, concoct, and ingest your essential oils. And don't forget, there's a short little video on your wholesale account. You'll want to watch that. Also, DM big energy to show me your oils. And what I love about this first step is immediately their credit card was just charged and you are giving them something. Like they didn't just give you their money, you are giving them something back and you're doing it through a voice memo. I love voice memos. Maybe you guys don't like them. I don't know. Okay, hold on. I actually need to go to this other one because I edited it. Okay. You have to mention the welcome call. I even swore in here. I said, mention the welcome call, damn it, because obviously we're all passionate about it. So just mention the welcome call. Say, hey, you're going to get a wealth of knowledge from this welcome call. We have a welcome call within our community just for you. Set your calendar for the 28th of August. Okay, so just mention the welcome call. Number 2, make a note on your phone just for your customers or a spreadsheet. I don't even know how to use a spreadsheet system, so I'm chaotic. I use notes on my phone. Make a note on your phone just for your customers and keep notes on them so that you don't forget about them. For example, Julie is using oils for her daughter's ear infection, or Nina has really bad anxiety and she wants to use oils because she's a personal trainer. Be aware of what they enrolled with from step 1. Maybe she enrolled with the Home Essentials Kit. Maybe she enrolled with the MetaPower System or the Parasite Cleanse, or maybe she didn't even buy anything. She just became a wholesale customer because you told her to. Just be aware of where they're at and conversations you have had with them so that you can refer back to your notes for them. Okay, gosh, there's so many people getting on last minute. Okay, step number 3. They've purchased, they've gotten their welcome email, they've gotten their downloadable guide, you've made a note on your phone. Give them a couple days to enjoy your content on Instagram. You don't have to be in daily contact with your customers, okay? But about 5 days later is when their essential oils will show up, or they should be close. Message them and say, hey, have your oils made their way to you yet? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that they made their way to your doorstep. I'm so excited. Have you had a chance to open them? Oh, also, did you have a chance to download the guides without any issues? And also, does Tuesday the 28th still work for our welcome call? It's like a live podcast on how to use your oils. You'll feel so much more clear on how to use them. I'm going to be listening in with my AirPods while I make dinner for my kiddos. So I'll be moving around a little bit, but I'm so excited to learn with you on that live podcast. Does that date still work for you? Like, that is such a huge step to follow up with them a couple days later. And for them to feel like you are continually helping them understand how to use their oils. And you want to know what? If they're like, I don't want to get on, I'm not going to be able to make it. No, I think I'm able to use my oils okay by myself. Offer them a one-on-one. Or say, you want to know what? That's okay. We record all of them for you. I'll just send you the recording. That's part of doing what we preach, is meeting people where they're at. But definitely always invite them to be there live. Okay, so that's 5 days later. A couple days after they get their essential oils, I just did 2 days later, maybe it's 2 to 3 days later, send something digital that correlates with the notes in your phone. That's why it's so important that you have notes about your customers. Let's say that Nina is having anxiety. Just go find a Pinterest recipe or a one-drop design diffuser recipe or a roller bottle recipe and send it to her and say, hey, I came across this diffuser blend for your anxiety. You should try it. I can't wait to see you on Tuesday on the Zoom podcast. Or, hey, I know that you mentioned that your husband has the worst knees in the world and they ache so bad. Here's a little lifelong vitality bullet point list. I thought it would be really helpful for you. Don't place any demand on them. Just give them another thing 2 days later, like you're spoon feeding them a little bit of information. Okay, step number 5, welcome call, obviously. So like the day of or the day before, I love to give the Zoom code for the welcome call because you've already reminded her a couple times already, if you've noticed. So here's the Zoom code for tonight. I'll be making dinner for my kids and listening, so you might see me moving around. And guys, that is such a powerful statement right there, because you're letting her know she doesn't have to look perfect. She can be breastfeeding her child and have her video off, and she doesn't have to sit there and participate because you're not even participating. You're making dinner for your kids and listening in and learning with her. So that's such a powerful sentence and statement to say. And on the welcome call, I'm going to really encourage you, if you have people, 10 people on that you've enrolled, engage with them on the welcome call. Shout her out in the chat. Say, hey, Megan did this a couple months ago. One of her new people, Amy, got on. And I remember it was so pivotal for me. Megan was like, Amy, I'm so happy that you're on. And I thought, gosh, that was so nice of Megan. Because Amy was like, what am I doing here? And Megan's like, I'm so happy that you're sitting with us. And then even another great thing is go back to the notes in your phone. If she struggles with anxiety, put in the notes or put in the chat, hey, I have someone that really struggles with anxiety. Do you and Eden have anything to recommend for that? And hopefully she'll see the chat and feel like she should be listening right there. So that's a way that you can engage with her and be with her on the welcome call. Okay, after the welcome call, as soon as the welcome call ends or the next morning, don't even wait 24 hours. The max is like 10 hours or 12 hours. Follow up and ask her questions. It was so good to see you on. Was that helpful? Okay, did the wholesale account and LRP make sense while Eden and Sydney were talking about it? I know that it's a lot to take in, but was that helpful information for you? Thanks, Mamie. I freaking love you. So many good golden nuggets today. The question I asked one of my enrollments last night was do you need help adding any of those adaptive soft gels to an LRP? Or does an LRP not align with you right now? It's okay to ask them questions. Maybe they don't want to get on LRP right now. Maybe they're like, I literally have $4 to last me until next spring, and I can't be on LRP. So don't hesitate to ask them questions about the welcome call and if their wholesale account made sense or if they needed more questions answered. And then obviously, if they didn't get on, even if they said they were, send them the recording. Oh, someone's calling me and I don't know who it is. I think it's Jill. Okay, so send them the recording. If they didn't get on the welcome call and you sent them the recording, do these steps like 2 days after you send them the recording. Ask if it was helpful. Ask if the wholesale account made sense to them. Ask if they even had a chance to watch it because you know that their life's crazy with their 2-year-old. But honestly, here's the thing is try not to skip any of these steps. You can add things to these steps that feel good for you, but don't skip any of them because this is really going to help your customers feel supported. So now they've done all the welcome call, you sent them the recording, all those good things. I would just contact them or engage with them weekly. Maybe every Wednesday is the day that you have in your calendar because your kids are in preschool and you have an hour to yourself to look back at the notes on your phone or your spreadsheet and look to see how you can serve your existing customers from previous months. Like some things that you could do just to give an idea. And I listed some more ideas on step 9 too, is if they've got issues with hormones, go look at Dr. Maritza's hormone podcast. Send her a hormone podcast. Send her a link of the Modern Essentials book and say, hey, this is like an essential oil encyclopedia. And I know you were worried about not knowing how to use your oils fully. This is perfect. It's only $19 on sale on Amazon right now. Just thought I'd send it to you. Or maybe you can send her something on Instagram that would really resonate with her. A diffuser blend, a non-toxic cleaning recipe from one of us or from another person that sells oils. You can do like refer a friend stories and say, oh my gosh, I know that you were loving all of your oils. This is how you get in-store credit. I immediately thought of you. I knew you'd love it. So keep in contact with them every single week. And step number 10 is after about 2 months of weekly touches, and now you've developed such a good relationship with her and she feels supported and she knows how to use her account. She's been on the welcome call. She's probably been on all of our other education calls too that we all have in our community. Graduate her to just 1 time a month. And then just slowly graduate her to the project broadcast. So you really like babied her for 2 straight months in this time period and helped her understand her oils. And then you slowly just like graduated her to 1 time a month and then graduated her to the project broadcast. So those are the 10 steps to really help our customers. What does this last page say? Yeah, don't skip any steps, follow up with them, commit to your customers. So read through this last page when I send it on the Boxer. But the purpose of this, you guys, again, is not to be scammy or salesy. In fact, did you notice not one time did I demand anything of this customer? Not one time did I say, hey, so are you going to spend $100 this month again? Because I kind of want to hit my power of 3. Can you do that, please? But I did give her lots of information to maybe get on LRP and to maybe spend another $100 and to make her feel loved instead of placing a demand on them. Because I think that's what we all really don't want to do, is turn into the scammy, salesy, icky pyramid scheme lady. And this is something that can really help you not do that. So I'm going to send this in the Boxer. I'll have Brit Dog upload it to the Dropbox too. But does anyone have any questions about this or any feedback? Anything they want to add to it before we go for the rest of the afternoon? No? Okay, perfect. I guess we'll go. Love you. Bye. Okay, cool. I hope this was helpful for you guys. It was still a little bit longer. Oh no, only 20 minutes. Guys, it was only 20 minutes. We're fine. We're good. Okay, I love you guys. Let me know anything you need this week. It's the end of the month, so let us know how we can help with Power of 3, moving people. But I love you guys.